Welcome to In Conversation with Bolton Pride. We were lucky enough to have Lavoie perform for us at Bolton Pride in 2019, and now we're lucky enough once again to have Lavoie here in conversation with Bolton Pride. Take care, stay safe, and keep tuned in to the Bolton Pride Facebook page for our series of In Conversation in Isolation.
So you rushed off your feet. You just finished your live, right?
Just finished. It's been. You feel busier than when you are on the tour because it's just so. I don't know. It's just so much, and you're trying to. And I think also it's a lot more intense because you've got no one in front of you. So you're literally at home. Everyone is doing all these videos and shows, and you're just sat in front of the camera, and it's more tiring than doing an audience. I tell you.
I agree. I did a gig last week, a live gig, and the first one I've done live, songs before and things like that, but just a full gig. I was so nervous before I started. I just didn't know what what was going to happen.
Well, it's just new, isn't it? It's new for us all in that sense. We're all doing our home TV shows. That's what it feels like.
We are, and now you're on the Bolton Pride one as well. So
I know this is very exciting. This is exciting though because I feel like I'm doing a Pride and I'm doing a festival and I'm about to do something outside, which is exciting. You just by having the name behind you is enough for me.
We're still hoping that we can do Bolton Pride in September. We're going to wait a couple of months and see what happens.
It'll be fine by September, I hope.
I hope so. So I'm eternal optimist anyway. So, but yeah, I hope so. It should be all good. What do people expect when they see Lavoie show on tour?
When they see my show on, well, they expect the best show that is on tour. That's what they expect. No, they expect, what am I known for? The glamour, the big diva songs, the live band, more Swarovskis than you can throw a glue stick at, and just good comedy, and live singing. It's that everything, all interspersed. And do you know what? I think I've learned, because if you had asked me that 2-3 years ago, I wasn't touring. I'm on year 3 now of this amazing, the sellout tour that was paused during all of this, is the empowerment. I empower my audience. People come, we speak to them, we talk about fashion, we talk about hair, we talk about relationships, we talk about the sad things in life, the good things in life, and people leave, I think, feeling cleansed is the best way. Spiritually, emotionally, and a couple of drinks helps.
Well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that, my darling.
Do you think Britain's Got Talent was a big platform for that? Did you enjoy the show? Have you got good memories of it?
I loved Britain's Got Talent. I think for me to be able to give them that level of glamour was great for them. I mean, look at the show. The show would have ended if I hadn't have done what I did for Britain's Got Talent. I have kept Amanda Holden in work.
I agree.
She me on a daily basis. I mean, Alicia Dixon, what's she done? I am more current than her. So that show, to have the 12, I think it was something like 12, 15 men in tuxedos, of course, the London Gay Big Band, 22-piece. It's that level of show with the lights and the sound was incredible. And that was what I dreamed then that I could do in the live theatres. And it's only now 3 years on. Obviously, my band's a lot smaller. There's only 4 of them. But that certainly doesn't mean the sound is any less different. But I can recreate my Britain's Got Talent moment for 2 hours. So if you liked what I did on Britain's Got Talent, the show is that. The show is the feathers and the lights and the band. And then that was 2014 was when I did that, Britain's Got Talent. That was just a dream and the highest, the biggest stage, the biggest band I'd had. Now we've done the Palladium, I've done Ian McKellen's 80th birthday, I did Ab Fab the movie, and it just every year there's something that surprises me. I'm not chasing it, I'm just doing what I do. And I'm just so grateful that there is an audience out there that appreciates, good variety entertainment.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I don't know if you know, I think you do. Me and my dad did Britain's Got Talent in the series in 2010. It's 10 years since we did that.
Doesn't
And
it go? Doesn't it go so quick?
I just can't believe it. And it's, incredible because every year, even now, we still get a gig off it or something, but there's just been certain contacts that you meet along the way and they just give you that little edge of something else and something else. And
Yeah. Do you not think it gives you sort of like a validation? I think in my line of work, when I was working in the cabaret scene quite heavily, I had the aspiration to do theatre and do the tours. And I don't think without something as commercial as Britain's Got Talent behind me, that I would have had a foot in the door with some of the bigger theatres. And it makes them think, for the the people that don't understand good entertainment out there, they'll see you trying to book their theatre and they'll be like, who is this woman trying to book this show? The minute you can just say, oh, I was, finalist on Britain's Got Talent, so I was in Ab Fab the movie. I mean, squint through a beer bottle, and you missed me on Ab Fab the movie. I don't tell people that. But, I sang in the show and I appeared in the film, and that's amazing. And when you've got those validations, you then can do the things you always wanted to do, which is crazy. You should be able to do without them, but you're absolutely right. They open doors and you can never turn that down.
But I think all the back work that we've done before those moments informs what we're doing going forward.
Yes. How many people think they can go on Britain's Got Talent with no performing experience and just pull it off? They know they will put you in the outtakes show reel at the end, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
No. When talking of experience, when did La Voix happen for you? When did it happen?
Well, La Voix for me started way back in Madame Jojo's in Soho. I did 8 years there, and I cut my teeth. My God, it was head nights, stag nights. It was crowd control, not a show that I did there. And I learned from that on how to hold an audience, how to put down all the things you shouldn't have to deal with, hecklers, drunk people, all that stuff. So that when I appeared on the gay cabaret scene, to them, I appeared from nowhere. People were like, well, where have you come from? We never heard of you. And, it's because I made a decision to move outside of JoJo's into the bigger cabaret circuit. And I worked with much harder audiences than the Royal Vauxhall Tavern. So I was already ready. I was there. I had my tools in the bag. And that, I was only there a short time, but I took from the cabaret scene what I needed. I needed to do a full show. In Madame Jojo's, we alternated. There was 3 of us. We might have only done one song, costume change, one song, costume change. I hadn't done 45 minutes or an hour of my own show. So I learned that very much on the cabaret scene. The minute I felt I had enough experience, material and songs and gowns to do a theatre show, well, you couldn't see me for dust. I wanted the spotlight, I wanted the red velvet seats, and I wanted to perform my theatre show. So it was a journey of those different things, really.
Yeah, that journey is incredible, though, isn't it? And what you're very, very busy on social media. I love it because I can be just scrolling and then you're on a live or whatever, and a lot of people aren't, and you keep very engaged. What have you got coming up, kind of in this isolation period?
Sure, thank you. That's lovely of you to say about the social media, because it's hard work. It is a secondary job, and it's a business in its own right. People have jobs being social media experts. You can get employed for that, which is, I should get that. I'm going to get that after this, I think. You'll see me working for Barclays Bank as a sideline. No, but do you know what? Are we still there?
We are.
Oh, we're still there. When I started on Instagram and Facebook, it was a slow build, and it was a bit, why am I doing this, and what's the live, and what's the video? But I genuinely, because I'm touring, we might only do a show Friday, Saturday. So then I have Sunday to Thursday without the interaction from my followers and my audience, and that is so important to me. For me, it's about the interaction. It's about talking to my followers, the audience, and for me, that's a huge part of my show. And if I can get that on my phone, if I can get that on social media, it's amazing. I have some people that have started off as followers that I've never even met, but I speak to them more than my friends, you know, on social media. So for me, it's about the interaction. It's about, you know, I don't just want to do a 2-hour show. You bought a ticket, and then I go home and you don't see me until you buy your next ticket. That, for me, that's not, I would never charge someone to sing happy birthday for them on a website. I would never charge for a meet and greet. For me, that's not what it's about. That's not showbiz, and it's not what showbiz used to be. You know what I mean? It's about meeting the people you want to meet, and I'm flattered that I have so many people that watch the lives, and the lives have become as much important to me as the shows have been.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday we're doing the quiz, and we're just now, which is great. I found a software where I can see my, you know, the public, as it were, can join in, and I can see them, and that's so lovely. And I'm doing chats with some of my celebrity friends that I've worked with, and Michelle Collins tonight. We're going to be doing Claire Sweeney, Rosemary Schrager, all sorts of different people are going to be popping on. That's every Wednesday. So it's sort of like a drink and a quiz, sort of like a bad night in a pub. but glamorous.
Glamorous one, of course it is.
Yeah, and then on Thursdays, the BBC, my local BBC radio, have asked me to go live on their page, but we stream that via my own page. So every Thursday at 3:00, I do a Le Voir live via the BBC. Please do not swear, not that I ever do. And then Sundays is my radio show, 12 till 2 on BBC Three Counties, which people can find on the Sounds app and on Alexa. So between that and then Fridays, my birthday was last Friday, so we're just rejigging Fridays, and on Friday we're going to have some live at home shows as well. So Wednesdays, Fridays, Thursdays, Sundays, it's
everywhere.
I barely got time to clean my drawers out.
Well, you said it, but I mean, I've been in yoga pants for about 3 weeks, so there we go.
But do you do yoga?
Yes,
I love yoga.
I do. I think it's brilliant. But I tweeted that today, and someone said, "Oh, don't worry, that you know I've got some yoga pants. I've never done yoga, but why are you buying yoga pants for then?"
That's a bit full on. It's a bit like wearing, you know, weightlifting vest. You've never been to the gym. That's not good.
No, not at all. You obviously get booked on all sorts of different Pride events as well. How important are Pride events for you and for
Prides are everything. Prides are the event when you feel like a rock star. So when you do the theatres or the glamour stuff, there's not many times when you have to pee in a portaloo, you have to change under a bit of tarpaulin, you're in the rain, your heels are sinking in the grass, the sound might be terrible, there might be 3 lesbians in a poncho in the rain, and a stand selling hot dogs, but you feel like a rock star. It's the only time I've never done Glastonbury, but I always feel like that's the time. Everyone comes out, and prides have changed. When I was younger, it was very much the LGBT community. Well, it wasn't even that then, it was gay pride. So we didn't even include the lesbians in the title. It was so offensive.
Yeah.
And now, not only is it the LGBTQ community, you've got straight people, you've got families, you've got kids, you've got allies. So it's like a festival. So anyone that thinks Pride is just for the LGBT community has clearly never been to a Pride in the last couple of years. So I get to play to an audience I would never get to play to. I get to sing like I'm Shirley Bassey at Glastonbury. I get to rough it like I'm Bonnie Tyler in the mud. You know, I feel like the Rolling Stones arriving in my car and with high vis on, and you know, I love it. And Prides are that. For me, Prides are a celebration about everything that community that has supported me from day one has achieved. And God, I remember doing London Pride the year that the civil partnership was passed, and then the marriage bill was passed, and then, you know, it just keeps building and keeps building. And I'll be honest, I didn't think, for me personally, Pride mattered. It wasn't something I went to socially. I didn't think, oh, I'll go to that Pride, I'll go to this. I did when I was booked, but it wasn't really something I thought me and my friends would go to. But then when I was booked for London Pride, and Ian McKellen did a speech about when he was growing up in the 70s and all that stuff, I bawled my eyes out. And he, in one speech, taught me how important prides were. The next year, Sandy Toksvig did a speech about when she was coming out And that maybe balls my eyes out. And the more prides I've done, the more people have taught me how important they are. Because sometimes people just take them for granted, but they are really important.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere now. I mean, who would have thought 10 years ago Bolton would have had a pride? It would have just been London.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the big cities are incredible, but we've spoken a lot about this with other people on this, and the smaller prides are really important to those people who don't want to go to the cities, who don't feel comfortable, going to the bigger places.
You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to travel to celebrate who you are, should you? But I come from Middlesbrough in the northeast, well, Stockton-on-Tees, and they had a pride once, and I did that. It was incredible. And I don't think it's ever happened again. And from people in the northeast, you shouldn't have to travel to Newcastle or Leeds, or, you should be on your doorstep. And I think any local town that can show people we're here is amazing.
Yeah, no, and we've had a lot of love for Bolton Pride. Last year, when you performed, it was our 5th birthday, and it was incredible. It came about. I was never an activist. I was in a similar position. I kind of took Pride events for granted, and then I saw a lot more things probably because I've had quite a lucky existence in that respect. I've had a bit of bullying. I've witnessed a few, the light bullying things, but my family, my dad's been incredible, and equally my friends it's never been an issue for me personally. But then the hate crime statistics came out in Bolton, 7 years ago, when that was sort of a big campaign with Greater Manchester Police, and they were horrendous. And I just felt,
really?
And it was, for us being where we are geographically near Liverpool, Leeds, Birmingham, Manchester, it got so bizarre that little Bolton was getting, had this going on, and a group of us just got together and we made Bolton Pride, and it's just grown, and it's been fantastic, and it's great.
Oh, it's amazing. You should be so proud. It was a great day.
Yeah, no, it was, and we had incredible weather, which is always a good thing to put that in.
There's nothing worse than a pride in the rain.
It's not, but at least the glitter's sticking to the floor. It's the worst.
There is, but I admire the people that see it through, and they stand there and they'll wait 3 hours for Sunita to come on and sing So Macho and Sam Bailey, and we're all backstage in the tarpaulin going, these people are mad, they're crazy. But you go out there and you have the best audience because they're like, sod it, we're in the rain, let's just celebrate. And that's amazing. You've got good weather. Well, no one wants to be in Bolton in the rain.
No, they don't. No, definitely not. Especially not me. Have you learned anything in lockdown? Anything new? Been learning?
Have I learned anything in lockdown? I learned I need good lighting.
No.
I've learned. What have I learned? I have a lot of old dresses that I thought, I'm going to sort out all my dresses and I'll have so many more. I've learned you can't fit into some dresses you did 5 years ago, even when you don't realise. And that's not been very nice. So, that's not been. I've learned don't eat too much. Do yoga. I've been doing yoga on the lawn outside on my grass. Fabulous. It's been very windy the last few days. I've had a very windy downward dog, which is not good.
Yeah, no, similarly.
Not good. I've learned you've just got to give into it. You've just got to give in and accept it. And instead of thinking, this is awful, what can I do? Think, what can I do? And we could easily have another 3 weeks now. Got probably longer. That's why me being optimistic. Imagine if someone said to you in the normal day of life, you've got 3 weeks where you cannot leave the house. What would you do? And pick a project. And I don't mean learn the ukulele or learn Spanish, but if you're a singer, release an album. If you want to learn a language, or if you want to set up the most amazing website for your business, something, plan a sideline, do something. And then that could run for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Write a book. A lot of people are writing. We're going to be inundated with book launches after this, I tell you now.
We are, absolutely. And I think so many people doing live gigs, it's inspiring. I think it's really highlighted how much creativity is out there.
Do you know what I've done? I'm releasing a jigsaw. That's how creative I've got.
Yes, I think
the amount of people the amount of people doing jigsaws, I was like, I need to get on this jigsaw phenomenon. When have jigsaws ever trended? We need to do hashtag jigsaw and bring it back. Lavoir is bringing back the jigsaw.
And we need to see everybody doing this Lavoir jigsaw.
We do. You are on it. You are on it like me.
Other than doing a jigsaw, and I won't keep you much longer, but what is the first thing that you're going to do out of lockdown? What have you missed the most?
First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to eat out in a restaurant, and I'm going to order as many things as I can, not to eat, just so someone else has to do the washing up. Because I don't want to load a dishwasher, unload a dishwasher, wash up. So I'm going to go to a restaurant, and I'm going to take ages to decide. I'll say to that waitress, a few more minutes. I'll be there an hour. I'll order everything. Oh my God, I just don't want to cook. I don't want to wash up. I want to go for a coffee. I want to go to a theatre. I want to shake hands with someone, and I don't want to hug them. Let's keep the social distancing for a bit longer. And yeah, I want to go shopping. I want to go and buy a new pair of shoes. I want to just normal things. Isn't it funny how it's the small things?
Yeah.
At the beginning, I wanted to be on a cruise ship. I want to be on a beach. I want to be on holiday. Now, I want to have a coffee. I want to look in a shop.
Yeah.
I want to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, and there is something to be said about just socialising and being with people.
Just socialising.
You know, it's incredible. Lavoir, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And we'll be putting it out and tagging you in and doing all that. And
fingers crossed. So Bolton Pride in September.
Yes.
It's a glorious sunshiny day and the streets are packed and we can all hug and hold hands.
Absolutely.
And celebrate being together.
Yes, 100%. Thank you so much. Lots
pleasure.
Of love. Take care.
Buy a jigsaw.
All right, I will. Get a jigsaw, everyone.
Do not leave me with 1,000 jigsaws from China.
Bye.
Bye.
Huge thanks to Lavoir, and join us on Thursday the 30th of April when we'll be chatting to the wonderful Kate O'Donnell, founder of Trans Creative and Stand By Your Trans. Tune in Thursday 9 p.m. on the Bolton Pride Facebook page.